What's up, everybody? This is K6, the host with the most from In the Zone Sports Radio. And to my left, I have my co-host, Kenny Holmes. What's going on, bro? How you doing?
I'm doing good today.
That's good. I'm doing great, man. Hey, today we're going to talk about our top 5 best centers of all time. And we're going to start off with nobody other than I apologize, with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And Kareem, in my opinion, is probably the best center out there. First of all, he scored the most points in NBA history, but he had a shot called the hook shot that nobody has developed since he's left the league.
That is true. People try to replicate it or just even try to make it a little bit how they want, but it's not as good as Kareem was at all. It's just like everybody's trying it, but it's not working.
And you know, the thing about it is you have a lot of big guys coming in the NBA now. Guys like 7'1", 7'2", shoot the 3, but they don't know that hook shot. They learn a hook shot, that will help the inside-outside part of the game.
Yeah, I mean, I think that should be like the very first basis. If you're you're tall and you're playing basketball, that should be the very first thing you learn, the hook shot. Because it was one of those moves that was unguardable, whoever you put in front of it. And if more centers nowadays knew how to do it, I mean, it would be more dominant, and it would be like, wow, their game is different from everybody else's.
I totally agree with you. The next, we're going to move on to my man, Bill Russell. Bill Russell played in the league for 13 years and had 11 titles. The thing about Bill was he wasn't a scorer. He was more of a team player, but the guy played great defense. What I loved about Bill was Bill would block a shot, but he keep it in play. So the guys could run a fast break. The guys today, they want to block the shot and knock it out of bounds, but they
could do their little celebration right after you have
like Mutombo used to do this here.
Yeah, the Anthony Davises, when he blocks a shot out of bounds, he just gets all revved up. And just like, mostly, if you would have put the ball in play, more stuff would be able to happen. Just even with the court, and the game would have been running faster. And then next you know, you have the other team way behind.
I totally agree with you on that. I really agree. But to win 11 titles in 13 years is incredible.
That's like every year. Like, all throughout your career, you're playing championship basketball. You're not slacking off. Nah, every year is a good year for you.
And you know what's funny, though, about Bill Russell was that probably like 4th or 5th year in his career, he didn't practice. He would sit on the sideline with Red Auerbach and drink a cup of tea. And the players were like, "Yo, why don't he practice with us?" So the one, I guess it was a rookie guy that came in. It's like, "Why don't Bill practice?" And Red Auerbach said, "What other team you want to be traded to?" You know what I'm saying? So he was
over here overstepping lines, asking questions.
He definitely was a unique player. The next guy on our list is my man Wilt the Still Chamberlain. This guy scored 100 points in Hershey, Pennsylvania, right down the street, the sweetest city in the nation, in Hershey, Pennsylvania. Can you imagine scoring 100 points in one game?
100 points. I mean, that's just like a dream come true, but it's like you really got to be locked in throughout the whole entire game. I'm not talking about, and you're in the game all game long, and it's not like, oh yeah, I need a break. Nah, he was playing all through that game.
And you know what's funny was they said that he didn't realize how close he was to 100 to like maybe the middle part of the third or beginning of the 4th quarter.
That's crazy. He
But
just looked up at the scoreboard.
But the guy was a dominant center. I mean, he could score on anybody and everybody. And him, believe it or not, but him and Bill Russell had a really great relationship all outside of the court. When Bill would come to Philadelphia or wherever Will was, they would sit down and have a dinner. When he would come to Boston with Bill, they'd sit down and have a dinner. They had a friendship outside of basketball because back then there was a problem with color in the sport. So those guys kind of stuck together when it came to racial security and things of that nature. So, but Wilt was he was a great player. And he just was a dominant force.
Yep, and like I always say before, like sometimes your best friends might be your best enemies just as well as that. So when you had the Lakers and the Celtics going at it for years and years and years, going back and forth, I mean, they learned stuff from each other. They made each other better. So I mean, that made it better for both of them, just to, as players, to have that relationship outside of basketball.
Exactly. I totally agree with you. Our next on our list, we have a young man by the name of Hakeem the Dream Olajuwon from Nigeria. One of the baddest, coldest basketball players that ever come out of another country other than the United States of America.
Yeah,
He would be, in my opinion, the best player in the league from not being in the United States.
Yeah, and then nowadays we have our players. We have Joel Embiids and now Rudy Gobert and players from all over. But Hakeem, as a player, he separates himself, and it's like he had those amazing post moves that.
That shake and bake move, you know what I'm saying?
And there you go. It's like one of those moves. Like, who are you guys gonna put in front of him?
Yeah, because when they played Orlando Magic, he made Shaq look like he's on skates. He did a head fake, a back fake, a between the leg fake.
Next you know, you have Shaq going back this way when you're going back that way. It just made it crazy.
David Robinson even said that, that was the hardest guy he ever had to watch because you never knew what he was going to do, you know.
But whenever you have those players, when they go up against you, you don't know, you can't even think what their next move is. They have a whole bag of a different arsenal of moves that they can hit you with, and you wouldn't know what to do. Like, that's what they said about all the greats in the game.
Exactly. And, you know, the one thing I think as sports fans we would have really enjoyed was when Michael Jordan came back in the NBA. I had a funny feeling that they were going to play the Houston Rockets that one year. And this was the year that O.J. Simpson put everybody on a tour through California because of the O.J. Simpson thing. So we didn't get a chance to watch.
Tune into it.
To tune into it. But I wanted to definitely see Hakeem Olajuwon play against Michael Jordan because, in my opinion, if they went to the finals, Jordan would probably be 6-1. But that's another story for another day. Last but not least, we're going to put Shaquille O'Neal on this list, the Diesel. Went to Orlando and this was destroying teams out there. And sadly, he left Orlando because I think he had enough of the dream to move out to L.A., you know.
I mean, Jerry West will sell you an idea, and we see most of the centers in this list, there's 3 Lakers in there. I mean,
yeah,
and
exactly.
That's the Lakers with the history with having great centers. I mean, it's crazy. And, I mean, Jerry West went out there when it was like, Shaquille, come to the Lakers, and just threw him the money there, and he said, it's intriguing, I'm going to go do it. I mean, I have a chance to learn from some of the best. Like they said, that Kareem had a lot to do with his career with the Lakers as well. It's like he had always had conversations with him there and there.
Right. And, you know, the thing about Shaq, though, is he teamed up with Kobe Bryant, and they made a good team. The only problem I have with Shaq, and the reason why he's 5th on my list, is because his free throw shooting wasn't that good. But he was a dominant force in the middle. And I truly believe if Shaq would have mastered his craft like he should have, he would be definitely next to Kareem, I think, because he was just that dominant of a player in the post play. But, you know, he just didn't work at his craft like he should have. He's even said that, you know, when he was in L.A., he should have took it more seriously than he did. You know, we got Kobe in the gym every day doing what Kobe do to make Kobe better. Shaq takes a little time off, goes to the beach, and then comes back and want to work out. But overall, Shaq was a dominant center.
Shaq was over. I mean, it's crazy because with that situation, Shaq was a dominant center when he played, and it was just like, who could stop him? Once again, it's just that when they found out he can't make free throws, just put him to the line.
And that's where the hack of Shaq rule came into play.
They tested him all year long, and then you're just going to be like, oh, yeah, okay, he wants to play in the post, let's just foul him.
Yeah. So that's our top 5, but we're going to add one more to the list. You know, we can't leave Patrick Ewing out of here, even though we know that Patrick was in the playoffs and missed a layup. And you're 7 foot tall. You don't miss a layup at the end of the game. You dunk the ball, Patrick. You dunk the ball. But anyway, Patrick was a dominant center for the New York Knicks. He really put them back on the map during the time period he was there. He was a consistent offensive player, consistent defensive player.
I mean, that's probably a formula that they're missing right now. They need a center. I mean, they go everywhere else. I mean, I know Porzingis is like 7'3", but he's not playing the center position.
No.
He's playing the power forward position. They need somebody that's going to be down low, that's actually going to be around the rim, doing work down low. I mean, because you have Porzingis, he's going to stretch you as much as possible.
That's true. That's very true. But Patrick Ewing is one of my favorite Warriors. I'm a Warrior fan as well too. So I kind of followed his career in New York. I mean, like I said, he got to New York, put him back on the map. He got him to one title, and they lost to, of course, Hakeem the Dream.
Yep.
You know, and they didn't go back after that. But he's definitely in my, my top 6 centers of all time.
Yep.
So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That's our list. What you think about our list? Compare your list to our list, and let's talk about it.
Okay.
This is K Dix, the host of the most from In the Zone Sports Talk Radio. Next to me, to my left, is my host and co-host, Kenny Holmes.
Yep.
We're out.